Even if you've never played Dungeons & Dragons before, I'm sure you've absorbed some of its ethos through pop culture osmosis. It's the backbone of one of my favorite episodes of Community. Mike Wheeler becomes one of the most famous dungeon masters after the release of Stranger Things in 2016, and of course, no one can forget the amazing D&D cartoon that aired on CBS in the mid-80s. Anyone? No? Well, if you've paid close attention to the way any of these beloved characters play the game, you may have noticed that a vital part of playing D&D is trading.
A pleasure doing business with you all.
The gift wrapping?
Adventurers can trade food, weapons, and coins made from precious metals, but one of the most valuable trading tools are gemstones. The D&D world contains dozens of gemstones of varying types that are near identical in name and description to the ones we find in the real world. But before we continue, it's important to know that D&D gameplay, while having a set structure, can vary based on the whims of the Dungeon Master, or DM, the person who orchestrates the gameplay.
It's the DM's lament, the Dungeon Master's affliction, resigned to the fate that I'm my friend's referee.
This has a lot of implications, but for the purpose of our video, this means that gemstones and their uses can be different depending on the DM's interpretation of the rules.
You will surely meet your doom!
Regardless of which DM you're playing with, these gems can be acquired in a myriad of ways, but the most common way to collect these crystalline objects are exploring a dungeon, defeating a dragon, or other monster that's guarding a treasure hoard. You know, general dungeon crawling and dragon slaying. The gems in D&D are valued based on their gold piece equivalent, or GP. Think of GP basically like a D&D dollar. Every item in the game, from food to weapons, has a GP value associated with it. Rubies, sapphires, and pearls are worth up to 1,000 GP, and pure emeralds and diamonds are worth up to 5,000 GP. You may be wondering what this equates to in real life, and if it's close to what we actually pay for these precious stones. Since the game tells us 1 gold piece is 1/10 of a pound of gold, and we know that 1/10 of a pound of gold is worth about $2,000, that would mean a diamond with a value of 5,000 GP would translate to approximately $10 million. Even though most of the diamonds you see in your neighborhood jewelry store aren't worth nearly this much, diamonds valued around the $10 million mark aren't unheard of in our world. Celebrities from Kim Kardashian, Elizabeth Taylor, and Mariah Carey all have diamond engagement rings valued close to the $10 million mark. So if you happen to be playing D&D with any of these ladies, be aware, they may have the upper hand.
I can see great wealth in your future.
Other diamonds like the Cora Sundrop diamond, a large diamond infused with nitrogen atoms giving it a yellow hue, and the Heart of Eternity diamond, a stone with a dark blue tint brought about by boron atoms, are valued well over $10 million because of their size and clarity. So if you happen to be the proud owner of either of these diamonds, not only do you have some crazy wealth in this world, but if your DM allows you to use your inexplicably acquired diamonds in the game, you also have a pretty valuable gem to use in your Dungeons & Dragons adventure. Now, it may seem like the inflation rates in the D&D universe are a bit crazy, but if you consider the 5th edition Player's Handbook and see what 1 gold piece will buy, a 3-pound hammer, 20 crossbow bolts, or 1,000 ball bearings, you'll find that the buying power of a gold piece is only about 20-ish bucks in reality, or fantasy. This would make a 5,000 GP diamond about $100,000. So you're looking at a 3 to 5 carat diamond, depending on the quality, which is still insane, but a little more reasonable. Diamonds and other powerful gems aren't just useful because of their monetary value. They're also used to cast spells. Diamonds can be used to create energy orbs to ward off enemies, create portals, and even raise characters from the dead.
That's a 5.
Grog, you are absorbed into a familiar, dark, stony throne room, staring out almost like a personalized movie theater of the outside of the necklace.
How do I get out?
Now, before you get too excited and start trying to cast spells with your diamond-encrusted bracelet, just know that this is where the similarities between D&D and real life end. But for the most part, diamonds and other gemstones in the D&D universe share many of the same properties as the gems of our world. Have you ever used a diamond in a true resurrection spell to bring someone back to life? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. For more information on the topics we discussed today, check out the links below. Thanks for watching.